Jonny here. Right now I'm in the Indian state of West Bengal in a region known as the Sundarbans. And in this short film I'm going to talk a little bit about this extraordinary UNESCO World Heritage Biosphere Reserve. In the Bay of Bengal, where the two mighty rivers of the Ganges and Brahmaputra converge to form the largest river delta system anywhere in the world, is a region known as the Sundarbans. Covering a region roughly the size of Belgium, with 2/3 lying in Bangladesh and 1/3 in India, most of it is designated a national park, devoid of humans, making it a wild land of rivers and canals and islands of dense mangrove forest. It's also home to some pretty unique flora and fauna, including the infamous Royal Bengal tiger. While cruising through the labyrinth of canals, I asked Vikash, my guide, about the Sundarbans' most notorious inhabitants. So Vikash, obviously the Sundarbans is very famous for its tigers. Can you tell me roughly how many do you think there are?
We are yet to figure it out. Somebody says 274, but recent it says 103.
Okay, that's a big difference, 103 to 274, yes. Yeah. I guess it's very hard to count them in the mangrove swamps.
Yes, because there were different mechanism to find it out. Earlier it was pug mark, and then in between they put the collar, and now they have put small cameras in around the forest and taking pictures and trying to make a count. So
I see, so they can tell the difference between each tiger?
Yeah, because each tiger have different stripes.
Yes.
And then you can recognize that this was a different tiger.
And tell me, again, even in the UK, we hear the stories of villages being taken and the famous man-eating tigers of the Sundarbans. How true is this?
Few truth in it, few myth on it.
Okay.
Because the livelihood of the people of Sundarbans are dependent on forest. Though their basic occupation is agriculture, but everyone people don't have such much agriculture. So they are bound to get into the forest, sometime to collect timber, fishing, and honey collection.
Oh, honey collection, yeah.
So it has been seen through research that people are being attacked when they encroach the tiger land.
According to our forest guide Mrinal, however, the legend of the man-eater is far from myth. According to him, between 25 and 50 villagers lose their life this way every year. In August 2014 alone, 6 local honey collectors were hauled off into the forest and never seen again. Behind me you can see the temple of Bon Bibi. Bon Bibi is the goddess of the forest, and interestingly, both the Hindus and the Muslims come and pray here to ask for protection before they go into the forest from the man-eating tigers. Of course, for us travellers, the chances of actually seeing a tiger here are really very small. As well as wildlife viewing from the boat, there are protected walkways and watchtowers to improve our chances, but even here sightings are very rare. Mrinal told me he has had around 600 sightings, but that's over 30 years of guiding. And the best we can manage on our 5-hour cruise is seeing the day-old pug marks of a tiger heading down into the river on one side and back out of the water on the other. But visiting the Sundarbans is not just about tigers. The national park is a wonderful place to just drift around enjoying one of the richest biodiversities anywhere on Earth. On our river cruise we saw spotted deer, a crocodile, 2 monitor lizards, some rhesus monkeys, and at least 20 species of birds. And it's not only about wildlife. On the adjoining islands, the villages nearby offer a wonderful place for an early evening walk, which in my case gave Vikash a chance to explain something about the local population that live on the edge and occasionally venture into this amazing and dangerous wilderness. As for the practicalities, the Sundarbans is reached via a 3-hour drive from Calcutta. The camp at which I'm staying is a further 2 hours boat ride. The camp itself, while certainly not luxurious, is fit for purpose, with comfortable rooms, a bar, a pool table, and pleasant dining area where, in the evenings, guests are entertained by a troupe of local dancers. The best time to visit is during the cooler, drier months between October to March. Wild Frontiers has both small group tours and tailor-made extensions to the Sundarbans. To be honest, only the most ardent wildlife enthusiast is going to come all the way down here with the sole purpose of seeing the tiger. If the tiger is what you want to see, it's much easier to go to one of the tiger parks in either Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh, where sightings are much more frequent.
But if you're like me, happy to kick back and relax on one of these beautiful boats and drift around the back canals and waterways, spotting what game you can, or go for a walk through one of the colourful adjoining villages, then here in the Sundarbans, you will find one of nature's most pristine and fascinating environments.